What is up, everybody? A huge welcome back to the Chug YouTube channel, and today's video checking out this absolutely superb budget metal guitar. Let's check it out. Alright, what is up, everybody? A huge welcome back to the Chug YouTube channel. My name is DJ. I am a guitarist from the southwest of the UK. If you're brand new here, just allow me 30 seconds to quickly introduce myself. I've been playing guitar for around about 20 years or so. I've been doing this YouTube thing for a little over 1 year at this point, having a blast. So if you go on to enjoy this video, find it useful, educational, entertaining, whatever, then hitting that subscribe button would mean the world to me. Dropping a like and leaving a comment would be absolutely amazing as well. It would be so cool to have a conversation with you down in the comments section once you finish watching this video. So today we are here to check out this. This is an S by Solar AB4.6W 6-string guitar. Before we go any further into this video, let's see how she sounds in a full demo mix, and then we're going to come back and we're going to check out some specs and we're going to run some sexy B-roll of this beautiful guitar. We are in drop D tuning, by the way. Let's roll the demo. So this is the S by Solar AB4.6W guitar. The AB in Solar's family of guitars stands for A series bolt-on. If you see A series without a B after it, it means it's a neck through. This particular guitar is in the white matte finish with a matching painted headstock. We've got a poplar body, a 25.5-inch scale length. We've got a 14-inch radius on the fretboard with 24 standard nickel frets. Not sure what standard means, but I assume it just means it's not quite jumbo. On the Solar Guitars website, it's listed as having a standard truss rod, which again, I assume means that it's a regular two-way truss rod, but make of that what you will. Our neck is a modern C-shaped maple neck with a Techwood or Purple Heart fretboard. I believe this particular model is going to have the Techwood fretboard, but maybe if you know, you can let me know down in the comment section. We've got a PPS or polyphenylene sulfide nut, essentially plastic. We've got passive custom high output ceramic humbuckers in both the front and back, the bridge and the neck, and we've got a 3-way blade switch with a master volume and a master tone, all of which is own brand. So before we we go further into this video, I'd like to just make you aware of two things. Thing number one, this is not a sponsored video in any way. This guitar belongs to me and it recently came to me in roundabout way in a trade through my Facebook Marketplace series here on YouTube. If you want to know more about that, I'll leave links up above and at the end of the video. This guitar, everything in this video, everything you see and hear, it all belongs to me. I'm doing this off my own back just for fun. I love doing this whole YouTube thing, so all of these thoughts, all of these opinions are my own. The second thing that I wanted to mention is the signal chain for today's video. It's going to be identical to always. So we're going to be taking the guitar, in this instance the S by Solar AB4.6W guitar. That's going to be going into my Focusrite Scarlett Solo interface, which is plugged into my MacBook Pro. On my MacBook Pro I have GarageBand loaded up, and in GarageBand I have the Soldano SLO100 plugin, my favorite plugin, loaded up. It's going to be the same tones as you hear in every video, which makes this super comparable to all of the other videos that I do, so you can hear how this sounds adjacent to other guitars that I review. Before we jump into this video proper, let's get one thing super straight and put it right out on the table for everybody to see. This is a £250 guitar. It is a budget entry level guitar akin to a Jackson JS series guitar, a Ibanez Geo guitar, an LTD 10 series guitar, lower end Squires, lower end Epiphones, that kind of thing. So when I'm talking about what I like, what I dislike, how good it is, how well it plays and all the rest of it, I'm talking about it within the realms of what it's aimed at. We aren't saying that this is better and plays better than a £5,000 Fender Stratocaster from the custom shop. We're not saying that this is better than a Schecter Diamond Series Tau. We're not saying that this is better than anything that costs 10 times as much as this costs. This is all relevant to the price of this guitar. So let's jump into the review, check out what this thing is all about, but always keep in the back of our mind that this is a budget entry-level guitar, and so we're going to review it as such. So if there is a particular thing that you would like to know about this guitar, the pickups, the fretboard, the fit and finish, whatever it may be, I've broken absolutely everything down into chapters for you today, so you can feel free to skip ahead and skip back to your leisure. Up to you how you want to watch this video. We're going to start by talking about the neck, the fretboard, and the frets. So let's start with the neck. This is a really comfortable modern C style neck. It's very akin to what you'd find on perhaps like a Jackson, an LTD, those kinds of guitars. I'd say Ibanez, but there can be quite a lot of variation in Ibanez guitars, so I'm gonna say it's not wizard thin, but it is quite a thin neck. So if you know your Ibanez guitars, then that's kind of where we're at. It's a very comfortable neck. I think it kind of gets a bit thinner towards the top of the neck, a little bit perhaps, but it's nothing outrageous. It's a very comfortable neck. It's very similar, like I said, to what you'd find on most budget guitars within this range. It almost looks completely identical to the neck on my Jackson JS Surfcaster and pretty much all of the JS series guitars that I've played. So wouldn't surprise me one bit if this is made in the exact same factory to pretty similar specifications, just with a slightly different headstock on the top. Now, as I mentioned in the specification rundown, this is going to come with either a Techwood or Purple Heart fretboard. I believe this is Techwood. I've had Purple Heart fretboards before. I don't think this is one. I'm going to run some B-roll over this, so if you've got eagle sharp vision and you know exactly what Techwood and Purple Heart looks like through the medium of YouTube, then perhaps you can comment and help me out with that. But I think this is Techwood. It's fine. It's perfectly comfortable to play. I've got no qualms with that style of fretboard material. Yes, wood is always going to be king, but this is absolutely fine, especially in this kind of price range. The frets are excellent. They're really well put in. There's no outrageously sharp or sprouting frets of any kind. They're all set really nicely, leveled really nicely, and just generally fitted really, really well. Exceptionally well, in fact, when you consider this is only a £250 guitar. Let's next check out the electronics and the pickups, because they can often be the shortfalling on a guitar in this price range. Now, these pickups are very good. Are they amazing? They are not amazing. Are they something that you're probably going to want to upgrade in time? Yes. But do they function perfectly for now? Absolutely. These are really, really good pickups. I think they sound great. They do lose a bit of their clarity and become a tiny bit harsh when you get up into the higher register, kind of past the 12th fret, and they are a little on the thin side, but otherwise, they're perfectly passable as pickups on a budget and entry-level guitar for now, and it's certainly something that you wouldn't need to change straight away. I've definitely played worse pickups than these. These will do just fine to get you started on this guitar, which is the whole point of a guitar in this price range. The electronics seem absolutely fine. We've got a 3-way blade switch, which is nice and clunky. We've got a volume and a tone pot. They're pretty sticky, but I imagine they'd loosen up over time. Again, that's something that you could upgrade in time should you wish. Now, talking about the pickups, I thought it'd be really, really interesting to run a comparison, because I think the obvious question is how is this going to compare to a 2 series and a 1 series? And I am fortunate that my number one guitar here is a Solar. So this is a Solar T2.7LN Plus, and this has Duncan Solar Plus pickups in it. And these just so happen to be my absolute all-time favorite pickups in the whole world, bar none. These are my favorites. I love these pickups. They do everything I need them to do perfectly. So I'm gonna play you a riff. Now, this riff has been recorded in drop D on this guitar and drop D on this guitar to make it completely comparable. If you're gonna play this back through a phone, you probably won't hear much of a difference, but if you've got some decent headphones in or earbuds or something like that, then you may hear a little difference. I find the S by Solar a little thin, a little bit more harsh, and a little bit less warm, and I find the T2.7LN Plus to be that little bit thicker, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more well-rounded in the higher register. But let me know what you think in the comments section, because I think it's a really interesting comparison to compare a £250 guitar and a £1,000 guitar made by the same company but aimed at very, very different guitarists. Next up, we're going to talk about hardware. So we've got a really nice bridge in this guitar. It's a Hipshot style bridge. It's obviously not Hipshot. It's going to be some own or proprietary brand pickup from China, but it's perfectly functionable, easily adjustable. It looks nice. It plays well. This thing sustains for days. So yeah, I have absolutely no issues at all with this bridge. Equally, the tuners, they're nothing special. You can tell they're kind of cheapy tuners, but they hold tune exceptionally well. They are perfectly functional in this guitar. And again, I've got no issues. Tuning stability was fantastic. In fact, I don't think I tuned this for the entire time I was doing the tone demos. And I don't think I tuned it while I was recording the full demo with it as well. That's how well it held tune. My biggest hold up with this guitar is a very, very small thing, a very easy fix. The nut isn't cut very well. Now, the nut slots, absolutely fine. There's no fret buzz, nothing like that. But the nut itself, this plastic nut, it's got really, really sharp corners on it up the top. So whenever you slide down to the first or second fret, you are going to hit it and it's going to hurt. So an easy fix would be you could either sand off the corners like I did with my Schecter C7 Silver Mountain. That had the same issue. Or you could upgrade this to a Graphtec, Graphite or Tusk nut or something similar to that, which would be made way better. And that's only going to cost you about £10, if that. If you get a luthier to do it, it's probably going to cost about £20 or whatever it will be in your country, so that they can correctly cut the string slots and things like that. But the only hang up I have with this guitar is that nut, but that's an easy fix. It's just, you know, something that you get on entry-level guitars sometimes. Playability, phenomenal. Really good. This plays pretty much exactly the same as any Solar I've ever played or owned. Now, I've been very fortunate to own 4 Solars in my life. I've owned the T style and I've owned the A style, so that is Strats and Tele styles of Solars in both 6 and 7 strings. They've always been amazing. I've done a couple of videos on some of the Solars I've had, and you can find links above and at the end of the video. But they always play fantastically well. The access on this is as good as any other Solar I've ever played. It's got some lovely belly cuts in it. The access to the upper frets is fantastic, especially with these little cutaways up here. They might seem like they're there for aesthetics, but they allow you to just get your hand in even tighter at the top to get up to those upper frets. Equally on the back, the access here is pretty much the same as you'd find on any AB series from Solar. It's cut away, so it's not big and blocky. Yes, it's like a right angle, but it's still super accessible, and there is even a little bit of a drop away of about half a centimeter, about 5 millimeters, so that you just get that little bit extra access in the upper register. Honestly, the playability of this thing is phenomenal. It's so good. One question that some people ask me sometimes when I review a guitar is what's the balance like, aka what is the neck dive like? Well, on this guitar in a seated traditional electric position, there is a little bit, but it's not outrageous. It's certainly not super neck heavy. Yes, the neck is a little bit heavier, but that popular body isn't a super heavy body, so there's not a huge amount to keep it anchored back, so there's going to be a little bit of neck dive when you're sat down, but it's certainly not outrageous and it's not egregious. When you're sat in a classical position, which is how I prefer to play this guitar for the entirety of everything I did with this guitar for this video, it's incredibly comfortable. It sits so nicely in your body, especially when you've got your jack down here and you can kind of grip it into your leg when you got it plugged in. Very, very comfortable to play, very minimal neck dive when you're seated in this position. I cannot massively comment on the neck dive when you're standing because the previous owner moved the strap band to the top horn here. It was originally on the back of the top horn, but he's moved it up here. He said it combated standing neck dive, but as it's been moved, I can't massively comment on it, and unless you do the same modification to yours, if you are getting one of these, then it's not going to mean anything to you anyway. But I will say all of the AB guitars that I've had, played and owned, there's never been a huge amount of neck dive. The T-style, however, lots of neck dive, but with the AB style, it's never been too bad. Let's touch on the fit and finish. I have to say, this guitar is beautiful. It is outstandingly beautiful. It's got such a cool aesthetic to it, such a cool vibe. I really love, I know it's just white and that's like sometimes super boring, but I really love this matte finish to the white. It's almost like this silky kind of paint. It's really, really stunningly beautiful. And I imagine that with a good amount of playing, maybe being on stage or just being used a lot at home, this would take on the patina and the life and characteristics of the person playing it, in that it would wear through on that matte finish pretty quickly, which I personally like. If it's not your kind of thing, then maybe go for a gloss finish, but I really, really like the paint job on this guitar, and I think it's really cool that the headstock has been painted to match as well. I really like it when a headstock is painted to match the body color, so that's a really, really nice touch. Otherwise, the fit and finish on this guitar are fantastic. I have no issues at all, no issues whatsoever with the fit and finish. Generally, the aesthetics of this guitar are perfect, and I've got no issues at all. It's really, really nicely put together and really, really well built. Now I'm going to go out on a limb with what I'm about to say. I have played a lot of budget guitars through this channel. I've played loads of entry-level Ibanez GOs, Jackson JS series and Squires and things like that. I have to say, I think this has been my favourite I think it's been my favorite budget guitar that I've played. Certainly within the 250-ish pounds price point that this sits in. This is amazing. It's been so fun. Now, I will say I am a massive fan of Solar guitars anyway. Like I mentioned, I've had a bunch of them and my number one guitar is a Solar. So maybe there's some bias in that. Apologies if there is. But I think this is a superb guitar. And I think this currently holds the crown for the best budget or entry-level guitar that I've played in the last 15 months or so that I've been on YouTube. This thing is awesome. And if I'm honest, I'm kind of sad to see this one go, but the rules are the rules in Project Marketplace. This won't be staying with me. This will get traded on for something new for us to check out on the channel together. So yeah, it is what it is. Maybe I'll get another one day, but for now, we will say goodbye to this one, but it is an awesome, awesome guitar. I think that is probably everything that I have to say about this S by Solar AB4.6W guitar. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with this thing. I think it's a very, very, very good guitar, especially for the price point, £250 for this. I wish a guitar like this would have existed when I first started playing. The ability to get yourself kind of a Solar style guitar within an affordable price bracket without having to spend £600, £700, £800, £900 plus. It's just an awesome opportunity for new players. And I'll tell you what, this would make a superb mod platform. If you were to take out the bridge, put a hipshot bridge on, change out the pickups for something proprietary, something aftermarket, bare knuckles, Fishmans, EMGs, Seymour Duncan's, DiMarzio, you name it, chuck some of them in here, maybe upgrade to some Switchcraft pots and switches, get a Graphtec Tusk nut at the top, some lock-in tuners, some lock-in shallow strap locks. I think you'd be absolutely laughing, and I think you'd probably have something that played as well as a 2 series by Solar with 1 series appointments for a fraction of what it would cost to get one of those guitars. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video, everybody. I really, really appreciate you hanging out with me today and being here. If you've subscribed, just know that I appreciate you very, very much. If you hit like or dropped a comment as well, then that's awesome. And thank you so much. I will catch up with you down below in the comment section. Take good care until I see you next time, everybody. I've got more cool videos coming, so hit subscribe and I will join you in the next one. Take care till then. In a bit.